If you want to be like anyone, to be like Mary, Mary, the mother of Jesus. There are so many lessons we can learn about it, but out of all the lessons, there was one that caught my attention, and that was when the Bible said that after all these happenings, she kept everything in her heart. After all the happenings, she kept everything in her heart. She didn't tell anyone. And that's our topic for today. Learn how to bridle your tongue. There is power in tongue. There is power in our tongue. Life can come out of it and death can come out of it as well. I imagine the whole thing about Jesus Christ. His birth, his ministry, and the whole thing. And one thing that I was able to pick was the fact that he has Mary as his mother. If you know yourself, let God to know you. Learn how to keep your mouth shut. Learn how to close your mouth. Yes, learn how to be discreet. Because at the point of you talking, there are some things we ought not to say, but in excess of, even God is against it. Excess of you talking, you will say what you ought not to say. I imagine when Jesus was a baby. The Bible did not record it, but as a mother, there are some traces you will see in a child, and you will be like, who is this child? Why is this child behaving like this? And I imagine if Jesus was to come during this generation, I'm sorry to say, but if Jesus should have come during this generation, there's every possibility that mission might not be fulfilled. Because we have some parents that says some things special about their child, and the first thing they do is to pick their phone, make a video, and post it on the internet. Not all things deserve to be seen by every eyes. Not all things deserve to be heard with every ears. Yes, some people are not witches, some people are not wizards, but because they have that evil imagination in them, the moment they see something good and they are able to imagine evil about it, there's every possibility that they might counter the destiny of that particular child. That's to show you how powerful our imagination can be. Despite all that, they went to the temple and they were looking for Jesus. They were looking for him for days. And at the end of the day, they met him among teachers, asking questions. If it is to be a normal parent, would be like, They might even beat the child. The only question she asked was, why have you dealt with us like this? Like, Jesus, why have you dealt with us like this? We've been looking for you. And what was his response? He said, I'm in my father's business. After he made that statement, the Bible recorded it that, and the woman kept all these happenings in her heart. She didn't call Elizabeth that, Elizabeth, come, this baby is acting strange. The Bible never recorded it. And so I'm putting out this video for you parents. I'm not saying you shouldn't do video. I'm not saying you shouldn't post your children on the internet, but there are some children that their lifestyle doesn't require being on social space. Leave them. Let them be doing their things in their own country. When it is the right time for God to make them known to the world, God will make them known. It do happen sometimes when our children do something strange. I will be like, why is this child doing like this? And I'm telling you as a parent, be sensitive. Be very, very sensitive. There are some children that I am repeating this. There are some children that when they behave, you will have to question yourself like, am I actually the mother of this child? And I pray may God give us that grace to be able to discern. May the Lord give us the grace to be able to be discreet. May the Lord give us the grace to be able to keep our mouth shut when we ought to, and the grace to be able to open our mouth when we ought to open it, so that we won't expose these children to attack. May the Lord interpret this word more to us in the name of Jesus. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.